Hello, my name is Sam. I'm a student of computer engineering. Today, I want to tell you my story about learning English. This story is about an unexpected encounter that changed my life. It was a beautiful spring morning. I was on a train to the city. I was going to a technology conference. I was excited, but also nervous. I didn't know much English. On the train, two men were sitting in front of me. They were talking in English. I could not understand much of what they were saying. I was just starting to learn English, but I wanted to try and speak with them. I decided to be brave. I said to them, "Hello, I am learning English. Can I talk with you?" To my surprise, the men smiled. They were very kind. They told me their names were John and Peter. They said, "Of course you can talk with us. It is a good way to practice." I felt happy. We started to talk. I used simple words and short sentences. John and Peter helped me with my words. They told me not to worry about mistakes. They said, "Practice makes perfect." This small act of kindness gave me the courage I needed. It was the push I needed to continue learning English. I realized that people are willing to help if you just ask. I decided to move to London. I found a school there that taught English in a different way. On my first day, I met our teacher, Miss Thompson. She was young and very nice. She smiled a lot. Miss Thompson said, "Welcome to our English class. Here, we will not use textbooks. We will learn English by speaking and practicing every day." I was surprised. No textbooks? How will we learn? Miss Thompson explained, "The best way to learn a language is to use it. Speak, listen, and practice every day. Do not worry about making mistakes. Just try to communicate." This method was new to me, but I liked it. We started our first lesson. We talked about our favorite foods. I said, "I like pizza and ice cream." My classmates shared their favorites too. It was fun. Every day we talked about different topics. Sometimes we talked about movies. Other times we talked about hobbies. Miss Thompson always encouraged us to speak. She said, "Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just speak. The more you speak, the better you will get." I felt more confident. I started to enjoy learning English. I did not worry about mistakes. I just tried to speak as much as I could. One day, I told Miss Thompson, "I used to be afraid to speak English. Now I am not afraid anymore. Thank you." She smiled and said, "You are doing great, Sam. Keep practicing and you will improve even more." One day in class, my friend Carlos asked, "Miss Thompson, what is the best way to learn new words?" Miss Thompson smiled and said, "The best way to learn new words is to read. Read something that you find interesting. It can be a book, a magazine, or even a comic. The important thing is that you enjoy it." Carlos looked a bit confused. He asked, "But how much should we read?" Miss Thompson replied, "Try to read at least 30 minutes every day. If you read every day, you will learn many new words." I thought this was a good idea. I love mystery novels, so I decided to start reading one. The first book I chose was about a detective solving a crime. The story was very exciting. Every time I found a new word, I wrote it down in a notebook. Then, I looked up the meaning in a dictionary. After that, I tried to use the new word in a sentence. For example, I learned the word clue. I used it in a sentence. The detective found a clue at the crime scene. This method worked very well for me. I started to remember many new words. Reading became a fun way to learn. In class, Miss Thompson also gave us a tip. She said, "Don't just read silently. Sometimes read out loud. This helps with pronunciation and makes the words stick in your mind." I followed her advice. I read my mystery novel out loud for a few minutes every day. I felt more confident with my pronunciation, and it helped me remember the new words better. One day, I told Miss Thompson, "I read a lot now, and I learned many new words. Thank you for the advice." She smiled and said, "You are doing great, Sam. Keep reading and practicing. Your vocabulary will grow every day." Reading has become a big part of my life. It is a fun and easy way to learn new words. If you want to improve your English vocabulary, try reading something you like. You will see a big difference. In our class, many students were worried about their pronunciation. One day my friend Minho, who is from Korea, said, "Miss Thompson, I have trouble with pronunciation. How can I get better?" Miss Thompson smiled and said, "There is a great technique called shadowing. It is very simple and very effective." We all looked curious. Miss Thompson explained, "Shadowing means listening to someone speak in English and then repeating exactly what they say. You try to match their pronunciation, speed, and intonation." Minho asked, "How do we do that?" Miss Thompson replied, "First, find a video or audio clip in English. It can be a movie scene, a news clip, or even a YouTube video. Listen to a short part, then pause and repeat what you heard. Try to sound just like the speaker." I decided to try this technique at home. I found a YouTube video of my favorite actor. I listened to him speak a few sentences. Then, I paused the video and repeated what he said. At first, it was hard. My pronunciation was not the same as his, but I kept trying. Every day, I practiced shadowing for a few minutes. I noticed that my pronunciation was getting better. I could hear the difference. I was very happy with my progress. In class, Miss Thompson asked us to share our experience. I said, "I practiced shadowing with a YouTube video. At first, it was difficult, but now my pronunciation is much better. Thank you, Miss Thompson." She smiled and said, "Great job, Sam. Shadowing is a powerful technique. Keep practicing and you will see even more improvement." Shadowing helped me a lot. It was a simple way to practice pronunciation. If you want to improve your pronunciation, try shadowing. Find a video or audio clip you like, listen, and repeat. It really works. After a few months in London, I wanted to practice my English more. I decided to look for a part-time job. I went to the employment office and asked for help. The lady there was very nice. She asked me, "What kind of job are you looking for?" I said, "I want a job where I can talk to people and practice my English." She thought for a moment and said, "How about working in a bookstore? You can help customers and talk to them in English." I liked the idea. I love books, and I wanted to meet new people. I went to the bookstore and applied for a job. A few days later, I got a call. They said, "You got the job. Can you start this weekend?" I was very happy. On my first day, I was a bit nervous, but everyone in the bookstore was very friendly. They welcomed me and showed me what to do. My job was to help customers find books and answer their questions. At first, it was hard. I made some mistakes, and sometimes I didn't understand what the customers were saying. But I tried my best. I used simple words and short sentences. I listened carefully and asked questions when I didn't understand. Soon, I started to feel more comfortable. I talked to many customers every day. I met people from different countries. They all had interesting stories to tell. I made new friends, and my English improved a lot. One day a customer said to me, "Your English is very good. How long have you been learning?" I smiled and said, "Thank you. I have been learning for about a year now. Working here helps me practice a lot." Working in the bookstore was a great opportunity for me. I learned many new words, improved my speaking skills, and made new friends. It was a fun and rewarding experience. If you are learning English, I recommend finding a part-time job where you can talk to people. It is a great way to practice and improve. You will learn new things and meet wonderful people. Hi everyone. I hope you enjoyed my story about learning English. If you want to improve your English speaking skills even more, if yes, you can't miss my next video, Top 10 Tips to Improve English Speaking Skills. These tips are easy and very effective. Whether you are a beginner or looking to improve, these tips will help you a lot. So, click the link and watch Top 10 Tips to Improve English Speaking Skills now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more helpful videos.